up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, the player that we've been looking with the most over the past 24 hours has, of course, been Bernardo Silva, especially after yesterday's match against Man City for ALS charity for Juan Foyth. Big rumors about his signing. Man City are saying, look, his signing, his exit from Man City in general is impossible. It will not be happening. But from the Barcelona media, we're still hearing the signing will be difficult, but still very possible. We even have some words coming in from Bernardo Silva's wife and family, where signals are saying that they want to join Barcelona, but again, it depends on the two club finding an agreement on a fee. But of course, right now the priority for Barcelona in the transfer window is to sign new fullbacks. First on the right hand side, the option Juan Foyth and Bellerin are still on the table. The club are still evaluating that. But on the left hand side, there has been some changes. Of course, Marcos Alonso was the main priority now for months, but now all of a sudden, Barcelona's interest for him has cooled down. Therefore, the plan B, the backup option, Javi Galan, has taken a big step. Apparently, Barcelona are talking with Celta Vigo to try and make the deal happen. But of course, for players to come in, players will leave the club this summer. We have some updates on Frenkie de Jong, Pablo Torre's possible loan move, Umtiti going out on loan. But the two main exits, of course, are the two strikers at Barcelona. Firstly, Memphis Depay. His move to Juventus now is officially off, leaving him without any club to go to. The question now is, will Memphis leave the club this summer or not? But one striker most likely who will leave the club is, unfortunately, in my opinion, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Chelsea are in deep negotiation for Aubameyang signing, and reports are saying that it could be done in the next 24 to 48 hours. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get the 300 likes on this video. Be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player that we have been linked with are two players in the left back position for Barcelona. Of course, Marcos Alonso and Javi Galan, where Javi Galan has now taking the lead in the race for Barcelona in terms of left back signing for the club this summer, as Marcos Alonso operation is becoming more and more difficult. Now, Sporto came out saying that Javi Galan is an option for Barcelona if the signing of Marcos Alonso is not completed. Celta Vigo would sell him for around 13 million euros and even accept installments, but they don't think that he will leave the club this summer. I think them accepting installments will make this deal so smooth for Barcelona. You know, you pay 5 million now, 5 million next summer, 5 million the summer after that. Bada bing, bada boom, you are sorted. Again, the rumors about Marcos Alonso right now are not too good. Ben Jacobs, of course, very close to Chelsea. He's come out saying that Barcelona have cooled their interest in Marcos Alonso, and in his opinion as well, he said that I don't think Alonso to Barcelona will happen anymore. Music to my ears, of course, but I'm going to wait a little bit, because again, what we're hearing from Barcelona is that Alonso is still number one priority. He's still, plan A, first choice, all that sort of stuff. The reason why we haven't signed him right now is because, of course, his salary of 4 million euro net is very difficult to register at the moment. So we'll wait and see. I am praying to God we get Javi Galan. I think Javi Galan is head and shoulders better than him. He's like, what, 4 or 5 years younger. He knows the league way better as well. And Alonso getting, to the end of his career. Javi Galan entering the prime moment of his career. So we'll wait and see on this. But again, it is quite clear at the moment that Javi Galan has taken over Marcos Alonso in the left back race signing for Barcelona. Now, along with a left back, there is also a race to sign a new right back this summer for Barcelona, with the plan A, first choice, number one priority at the moment being Juan Foyth. Now, Gerard Romero came out saying that Villarreal are close to signing a deal to sign Rayo Vallecano's right back Ivan Baleu to come in and replace Juan Foyth. Apparently, there's more optimism around Barcelona that Juan Foyth can happen. They have the money. They just want to talk with Villarreal on the price. Villarreal is saying publicly that he's not for sale, where these clauses are nothing. But internally, they are worried. They are making moves, and they have Juan Foyth's replacement lined up and ready to go. Of course, this is music to my ears. I don't want to see Thomas Meunier come in. Wouldn't mind Bellerin coming in on a cheap deal. Speaking on Bellerin, there are reports coming out from Sky Sports in the UK, of course, saying that Hector Bellerin is still negotiating a contract termination with Arsenal to smooth a move to Spain by the end of the summer transfer window. Again, after the window closes, he can still terminate his contract and leave on a free agent deal. That's not a problem as well. So keep your eyes on Bellerin. Again, his contract right now with Arsenal is still not terminated, but they are in talks to make that termination possible. But no matter what, Juan Foyth is still the #1 priority. We'll wait and see how it develops over the next few days. But again, Villarreal are signing a replacement for Juan Foyth, due to the fact that Barcelona are very, very optimistic about signing him. Now, the player that has been linked with Barcelona the most over the past 24 hours has, of course, been Bernardo Silva, especially after the big event that we had yesterday for the ALS charity match at the Spotify Camp Nou, Barcelona versus Man City. Now, after the match, Mateo Morito came out saying that PSG has made a bid of 70 million euros for Bernardo Silva, and Man City is going to reject that offer and are asking for around 90 million euros for the Portuguese midfielder. He's a fundamental player for Guardiola and he wants him to stay. Now, I saw this, I'm thinking, well, Gerardo Romero said we're going to get him for like, what, 60, 70? They've already rejected a bid of 70. Look, we're looking like in the 80s, which of course is still in that range that Gerardo Romero gave. He gave 60 to 80, so we're looking like we're going to spend 80 on Bernardo if we do get him. But again, the signals from Man City right now are not too good whatsoever. Now, their CEO, Ferran Soriano, was speaking a lot before and after the match, and before the match, he was asked about Bernardo Silva to Barcelona. He said, "Isn't it a bit too late now? This story has taken many turns, and deep down, it has never moved from the starting point. We've played 2 games now in the Premier League. The moment of signings and exits are now over." Even after the match, he said that, look, Man City will not sign or sell any more players this transfer window. I'm thinking he's going to make it difficult. I still don't think it's impossible, but they're definitely saying, look, we don't want to sell him, and they're going to make it very, very difficult as much as possible. Now, after the match yesterday as well, there was a press conference that Xavi, Pep Guardiola, and also Juan Foyth attended as well, where they spoke about the match. Pep and Xavi were going back and forth about Bernardo. Xavi was saying that Bernardo Silva is an important player for Pep. It depends on them. Pep is saying, look, I don't want to have a player that's not happy, and I still know what will happen. Anything can happen. Then Foyth brought up saying that, Pep, you kept your word back a few months ago. You said you were going to come here and play with Bernardo Silva and 10 more, and that's exactly what happened. And Pep said, I even thought about making him the captain. That would have been freaking banter on the highest level if he did that. But again, back and forth between Xavi and Pep during the press conference. Pep was saying, you never know. I don't know. It could happen. It could not. I don't want any players that are unhappy. Xavi kept on saying, look, I love the player. I love De Bruyne. I love Haaland. But of course, it depends on Man City. And then after the press conference, we got the big stream, of course, from Gerardo Romero, who, of course, #1 source around Barcelona. He came out saying that Bernardo Silva to Barcelona is still very possible. Everyone related to this transfer believes it can still happen. And then he was asked about the quotes coming in from Ferran Soriano, who said that, oh, no exits, no departures from Man City. He said, come on, Ferran, you don't have to lie like that in the media. I can continue to say that the signing of Bernardo Silva is still possible. You don't have to be a realist like some claim. Realists, we are believing in the information from the English press that we're reading them about Koundé. The club still believes that it is possible. And then during the match, Quejentes, who of course is the media outlet that Gerardo Romero writes for, got in contact with Bernardo Silva's wife in the stadium. They had a conversation with her. They were sitting beside her as well. And this is what the person that writes for Quejentes, this is what he said about her. He said that, look, I was very close to Bernardo Silva's family. They looked very excited to be there, recording everything the whole entire time. They never put their phone down. Bernardo Silva's girlfriend told us that he wants to sign for Barcelona and that she wants to come as well. However, they admit that every passing day in the market, it becomes more complicated. Then Gerardo Romero came out saying that even though Ferran Soriano has denied it, Barcelona and Man City have spoken about Bernardo Silva again last night. It's complicated, but still possible. And also, Man City have a Bernardo Silva replacement lined up, ready to go, just in case the transfer does happen. I mean, again, I'm staying firm with the fact by the end of this weekend, if we don't put a bid in, I can't see it happening. Of course, I think the window closed on what, Wednesday or Thursday? Because I think it closed on September 1st, so that's Thursday, so we still have a week to go, to be honest. I mean, we'll wait and see. I think Man City are a club that'll be like, you know what, like Tuesday max, if they don't do anything, we're not going to budge whatsoever. They can bid 100 million, 200. Again, it comes down to Pep and it comes down to Bernardo. If we tell Bernardo, we're going to put a bid in for you in the last 72 hours of the window, if you push for the move, it will happen. I think Bernardo will say, yes, I will push for it. Pep will say, look, I don't want him anymore. He doesn't want to be here. Get rid of him. Then Man City will probably be, in a catch and two. Oh, Pep, we love you. We want to listen to you. Oh, Barcelona trying to, pull a fast one on us. we'll wait and see. I think it depends a lot on sales. We'll wait and see what happens with Frenkie, of course, Auba, Memphis, you know, all the other places, Odessa maybe as well. So we'll wait and see. But again, the main thing is very, very clear right now that Bernardo Silva to Barcelona is not off. It is not impossible. It is possible, but it will be very, very difficult. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. First of course, the main players who been rumored to leave Barcelona for months now, generate the most revenue in a sale, blah, blah, blah. It is, of course, Frenkie de Jong, who, by the way, put in an absolute masterclass in the match yesterday. What we're hearing right now about Frenkie's future, that his potential move, to Manchester United is now officially off. Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic, one of the number one sources around United, he's come out saying that Manchester United have given up on their pursuit for Frenkie de Jong. The operation now is considered over. So now we're left with two spots. Of course, Chelsea is still a 50-50 on Frenkie. Thomas Tuchel comes out in the media saying that, oh, we don't want a midfielder, but they could loan out Conor Gallagher in the next few days, and all of a sudden they need a midfielder. So Chelsea, I think, is still there at some point, but again, you're looking at them. They're spending money on Anthony Gordon, 60 million pounds. They're going to spend 80 million pounds on Fofana. Then they want to get Aubameyang for, 20 million pounds. Do they have the money or not? I have no idea. Well, they have the money, but do they have the money? But can they comply with FFP? I don't quite know. But with Frenkie, we're supposed to get this meeting at some point this week. We all talked about that. It's now Thursday, and we have no news about that. Let's hope it happens before the match against Real Valladolid on Sunday. I don't know if it will or not, but we'll wait and see. Again, it's either salary reduction or he leaves the club. One of those two things will happen by the end of this window. The question now is when and which one. From one Dutchman to another, a Dutchman who was on the verge of leaving Barcelona, but his move now is officially collapsed, is, of course, Memphis Depay. Now, in yesterday's video, I told you guys that, oh, Depay to Juventus is now off, but then yesterday morning, we heard some reports coming out saying that, oh, it's still possible, still undecided. Ramon Agustí, who's the number one source around Juventus, Retro Goal Italia, he came out saying that Juventus will still try until the end to find an agreement for Depay. Again, Juventus are not stupid. They think Depay is a much better player than Milik, more versatile, more experienced, and just better. They were trying to, put pressure on Depay to lower his demands with the Milik operation being advanced, but in the end, he did not budge Memphis Depay in any way, shape, or form. DeMarch has come out saying that Juventus have opted against signing Barcelona's Memphis Depay due to his salary demands, going for Andre Milik instead of him. Mateo Morita from Reliva also came out saying that Depay's move to Barcelona is now officially off. It will not be happening. And finally, Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Juventus and Milik have reached an agreement on personal terms. The deal is set to be completed in the next 24 to 48 hours. Barcelona will receive 2 million loan fee, and Juventus have an 8 million euro buy option next summer. So Milik to Juventus is going to happen, which now means that Depay's move to Juventus is now officially off. That begs the question, what the hell is going to happen with Memphis? Now, I would say this, if Aubameyang does leave, I would be happy to keep Memphis as the backup for Lewandowski. I'd rather keep him than sell him and then go for a cheaper striker. I'd much rather keep Memphis, although you're already the risk of him leaving for free next summer, but then again, we're about to terminate his contract right now, so he can leave for free. For me, him leaving for free next summer is, it's whatever. I'd rather keep Memphis now than go for an actual striker next summer, than go sell Memphis now for free, bring in some crappy old striker like Cavani or something like that for 1 or 2 years, then have a 35-year-old and a 34-year-old as 2 strikers. That's just my opinion, but of course we are hearing some rumors, some snippets about Man United being interested, but nothing really concrete at the moment, nothing from United sources or from Fabrizio Romano. We're hearing this from Luis Rojo from Marca, who's a bit 50-50, in the terms of the media around Barcelona. So, wait and see on Memphis. Again, the club have a full agreement with Memphis to terminate his contract once he finds another club to go to. Again, last few days in the window, you need a top quality striker. Who's your name? It is going to be Memphis Depay. So, we'll wait and see, but again, I would say right now there's a 60% chance that he leaves the club and a 40% chance that he stays. But a striker who could be leaving the club in the next 24 to 48 hours is, of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, yesterday, Barcelona and Aubameyang's agent did have a meeting, and it was confirmed from Gerard Romero. He came out saying that Barcelona had a meeting with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's agent to close his transfer to Chelsea. Apparently, Chelsea, during that meeting, of course, they're talking with the intermediates between Aubameyang's agent. He's communicating everything between Chelsea and Barcelona. They came with an offer of around 20 million euros plus variables. We're hearing like it's going to be plus 2 or 3. Gerard Romero came out saying that if Chelsea accepts Barcelona's counter offer of 25 million euros fixed plus variables, taking it from around 28 to 30 million euros, Aubameyang could be a Chelsea player today. So again, Chelsea offered around 20 plus variables. Barcelona made a counter offer of 25 plus variables, bringing it up to 30. And if Chelsea accept that kind of offer, Aubameyang to Chelsea, 1000% will be happening, done deal. Now from the Chelsea side, we're hearing firstly from Nathan Gibson. He's come out saying that Barcelona and Chelsea hope to close the Aubameyang deal by tomorrow. Negotiations are ongoing about a fee. Ben Jacobs came out saying that I think Aubameyang to Chelsea will happen in the next 24 to 40 hours if no sudden and unexpected things happen during the negotiation. We saw him leave yesterday, of course, during the match. Gave us a little, cheeky little wave, scored a goal as well. Again, his exit is not being forced by the club. If Chelsea don't match the bid, he will stay, no problems whatsoever. The club see this as a great opportunity. You have a player, 33, I think he's 32 or 33, 200,000 euros per week. You'll get maybe 1 or 2 years out of him, but you're getting a 30 million euro total package for him. It's a no-brainer. We all said, look, if they offer something ridiculous around 25 to 30 and the club accept it, we'll hold their hands up and say, you know what, fair enough. And it looks like Chelsea will be doing so. So we'll wait and see. Again, Fabrizio Romano keeps on coming out saying that, oh, Chelsea don't want to pay more than 20. They don't want to get anywhere near Barcelona's 30 million euro asking price. But again, they're talking right now. I think this will come to a reasonable conclusion between two clubs. We could see maybe 23 million euros plus 6 million euros in variables, something like that. I think in the end, unfortunately, in my opinion, because I just love Aubameyang, that he will end up going to Chelsea. We'll wait and see, though. I would say if he's in the squad list for this Sunday's match against Real Valladolid, the deal won't happen. Because again, the club want to do it now. That way they can register Jules Koundé easily this weekend. Because of course, he wants to play. Xavi wants to use him. So I would say by the game, of course, by that squad list when it comes out Sunday morning, if Aubameyang is on that list, I don't think he'll go to Chelsea, but he's not on that list. I think his Chelsea move will happen, so always see how things develop in the next 24 to 48 hours. But a player who Barcelona were desperate, and I mean desperate, to get rid of this summer, and they have finally done it, is of course Samuel Umtiti. Now in yesterday's video I told you guys that he's supposed to be in Italy to undergo his medicals. It'll be a done deal, officially announced yesterday, but now of course it's Thursday, no official announcement, but more confirmation in the media that Umtiti to I think someone told me the concept is pronounced Lecce, which I don't know, at least Lecce, whatever it is a done deal. Tutto Mercato came out saying that Lecce have agreed to take a small part of Umtiti's salary during his loan spell, and as well as paying some bonuses depending on the games that he plays. A few details can only be sorted out, and then Umtiti will travel to Italy today or tomorrow on Friday to complete his loan move to Lecce. I saw this, I jump with joy. They're taking some part of his salary. Better than nothing. We were about to do a deal for us covering it completely, but now they've stepped in and said, oh, we'll cover a little bit. Perfect. Got no problems with that whatsoever. And also, Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Umtiti will join Italian club Lecce on loan to 2023. It is a done deal, and he will fly to Italy by the end of this week, so during this week, either Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to undergo his medicals. Umtiti's gone. I just want to crawl up on the ground and just celebrate. Oh my god. I'm so happy, man. I feel bad, of course, for Umtiti, but you know what? Don't hate the player, hate the game. The game's the game. He had to go, and finally, one of the club's biggest problems over the past few years, looking like he is out the door. Of course, a loan move, but then next summer, we have an agreement with Umtiti to terminate his contract, but of course, I think no doubt Barcelona will execute. So it looks like Umtiti's chapter at Barcelona is coming to an end. The question now is, in my opinion, will Lecce cover part of Umtiti's salary during his loan move or not? Now, a player who could have left Barcelona on loan this summer, but now it looks like it won't materialize, is of course the loan exit of Pablo Torre. In this video I told you guys that Candacer came out saying that the loan move is officially off, and now we have more confirmation from Mundo Deportivo. They came out saying that Barcelona have decided to keep Pablo Torre this season instead of loaning him back to Racing Santander. Xavi wants him to continue in the first team dynamics. Of course, in yesterday's friendly match, we saw Pablo Torre for around 20 minutes, I believe, alongside Miralem Pjanic. So looks like the club now have decided to keep him, which I think, in my opinion, is a good move. I think next summer, though, if he does not play a lot in the first team, a loan move should be evaluated. Of course, I think to a La Liga side, maybe one of the new promoted teams next season, something like that. But I think for now, it's best to keep Pablo Torre. Of course, injuries, World Cup, he can definitely get an opportunity. I would say maybe November, February time, he can definitely get into the first team in some way, shape, or form. Copa del Rey games, Super Cup maybe. So we'll wait and see. But again, Xavi has decided to keep him alongside the Barcelona board, and of course, Pablo Torre is happy to stay. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is giving you guys some news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours, mainly around kits. Now, of course, yesterday the club have officially unveiled their third kit. They revealed it and then played a game in it a few hours later. A very quick release. Of course, the release that we talked about a few months ago. Again, pretty average. I wouldn't say it's terrible or fantastic. Right in the middle, I think it's okay. It's supposed to symbolize, I think, something about Barcelona 30 years, something like that. I forget, to be honest. But overall, good kit. No problem whatsoever. Again, I cannot get my hands on even the first or second kit, let alone the third kit, man. Barcelona, please stock up the Nike store, man. I cannot get my hold on any of these kits. And it gets worse because Barcelona are planning to release a fourth kit. Footy headlines, of course, number one source around jerseys. They get everything right all the time. They came out saying that Barcelona will have its fourth kit this season, which will be released in January. As you see on the left hand side, that's the Senerya kit that we know now. We've had this now for the past few years, and now a new one will be coming out in January. My wallet is crying right now, but you know what? You already know I'm gonna buy it no matter what. So again, new kit that came out yesterday on the screen right now, pretty good. A new kit will be coming out, the La Senerya kit, which is Barcelona, I think, release a new one every few years. Another one will be released in January. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to firstly is about Bernardo Silva. Do you think he'll end up joining Barcelona this summer or not? Secondly, in the left back position, who you think will sign Javi Galan or Marcos Alonso? Also in the right back, who you think will sign Juan Foyth, Munier, or Bellerin? Thirdly, on the exit of Memphis Depay, what do you think will happen? He'll end up leaving to another club the last few days of the window, or do you think he'll end up staying at Barcelona? And also with Aubameyang potentially most likely leaving, would you keep Memphis or not? And finally, your thoughts on Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang joining Chelsea this summer for a big fee of around 30 million euros as a total package. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.